My name is Sidney Schutte, in the restaurant Spectrum. I was like 16, I started working in the kitchen. I was a very lousy school student. And then I started working in the kitchen, and what I really liked and what I really enjoyed. And then as soon as possible, as I was 18, I went to Belgium. I went to Zwolle, to the Jonnie Boer, to the 3-star Michelin. And after that, I started working in Hong Kong for 4 years. And now I'm working here in the Waldorf Astoria, in this beautiful restaurant Spectrum. Yes, I think there were more chefs than one who influenced my career. Roger Souverains was in Belgium. He's a great chef. His own style, his own signature style, and Jonnie Boer as well. They are very typical chefs who have their own style, like really signature chefs, how I call it. Zusje and me, we actually both work in the Librije in Zwolle. And I actually met him in Shanghai. Well, I was working in Hong Kong, he was working in Shanghai. And we met, and there was immediately a good click. And then at one point when I started here in the Spectrum, I asked him to come to work here and do the opening, do together we start here the success of Spectrum. I always have a weakness or like a passion for Asian food. And then when I came in Hong Kong, I started to know Richard Eckerbus from the Mandarin Oriental. And he's a great chef, and he's now also a friend of mine. He offered me a job there, so I worked there for 4 years. When Jonnie Boer asked me to come back to the Netherlands to open this hotel, to do the food and beverage here in the hotel, at first I was in doubt because I really want to stay in Hong Kong. And then I took the airplane to Amsterdam for just 3 days. And I saw this beautiful hotel and I was like, yes, this is what I want to do. And I also love Amsterdam, so since then I'm in love with Amsterdam, and I probably also stay here for the rest of my life. Well, Jonnie Boer asked me to run the restaurant. What at that time was called Librije Zusje. We never talk about Michelin stars, or we never, it's like we just say, okay, we want to be a great place where people have great food. And after 7 months, we immediately get 2 Michelin stars from scratch. So that was a big thing. It was really special. And in the beginning, I had some dishes of the Librije on the menu. It's like you can also not only eat them in Zwolle, but you also can eat them here in Amsterdam. But at one point, it didn't work anymore because I had my own style and I had my own dishes, and it was like a sort of the contrast getting bigger and bigger. And we still are good friends now these days, but after 5 years we say, okay, now we go each other's own way. And that's why we changed the name from Librije Zusje to Spectrum. A little bit more international name and a little bit more easy to pronounce for the foreign guest. Well, we are a small restaurant. We do 36 covers per service. Sasha has 9 people in the service team. And in the kitchen team, I only have for this restaurant 15. So it's quite a lot. I'm not counting myself because I'm running everywhere. But it's really great to have such a focus and such a detail on such a small amount of guests. So that's really good. The interior from the previous restaurant was completely different. This is more modern, more fresh, more light. It's modern, but not too modern. It's very stylish because it's still in Waldorf Astoria. So it needs to be also. We have a lot of very high-end guests. It needs to be that, if you go, a nice linen on the table, it needs to feel very comfortable and luxurious. And they always ask me, what is my personal success? And I think it's a difficult question because I come from the seaside and we are very sober people. The only thing what we want to cook and of course to have a full restaurant. And I'm always in a doubt if it's good enough, is it good enough? But I see it as a positive thing. Although every day I think it's not good enough, I think it's a very positive thing because every day I try to push a little bit more.